I have no idea what I'm doing. That's basically how I felt returning to Guild Wars 2 after a decade away. My mission upon coming back is to fully unlock the Chronomancer Elite Specialization. I first played Guild Wars 2 back in 2012. I was part of a massive multi-game guild, PAX Gaming. Our officer started a Guild Wars 2 division, and I jumped in. Why? Simple. I knew Guild Wars 2 had no monthly fees, which meant I could play that and Star Wars The Old Republic at the same time without my wallet spontaneously combusting into a pile of ash. So what happened to make me leave Guild Wars 2? Final Fantasy XIV. I was already a fan of the series and played the original crappy Final Fantasy XIV. They carried over old characters, and we even got a cool back tattoo. And hey, if a game is willing to give you imaginary digital back tattoos, that's got to be swear eternal fealty levels of connection. Joking aside though, I found my way back to Guild Wars 2 thanks to twitch.tv/Ponto. Seeing him dabble instantly sparked nostalgia for the game, and I was like, time to dust off my old character. Now, getting back into my account was a quest in itself. I didn't remember the email that I used. I was systematically cycling through my old email addresses and then try a password reset using each. And when I was finally able to find the email and reset the password, surprise! Banned. Turns out a hacker had accessed my account while I was gone. I had to send ArenaNet proof that I owned the account and answered additional security questions, and I was back. Hackers took everything valuable though. At least they didn't delete any of my characters. I'll take that W. My main character was a level 80 Asura Mesmer. Ready for endgame if I had gear or gold to buy the gear. But what's changed since 2012? First, expansions. How did I find this out? Well, the icons flashing at the bottom right hand of my screen were just screaming, "Buy me, buy me." With these expansions came elite specializations. And here's the kicker. Guild Wars 2 actually has healers now. At the time I started Guild Wars 2, I thought it would be difficult since most MMOs require you to click bars to cast heals, which felt like it didn't suit the playstyle of Guild Wars 2, which is why back in my day, I just rolled the Mesmer. The Mesmer healing spec is the Chronomancer, requiring 30 hero points to unlock, and hundreds more to get all the skills. I had 11, 19 more to go. YouTube taught me the secret though. Hero challenges from the expansions grant 10 points each, not the measly 1 point from core Tyria. The dilemma was, do I, a lifelong fan of MMO lore, play through the entire story in order, or do I just yeet myself into the Path of Fire expansion for those sweet 10 pointers? Yeah, laziness won me over. So I jumped in and bought the expansion. I went to the website and clicked one of the banners and bought the ultimate version. And my common sense and ability to read apparently went on vacation because I just bought the Chantier Wilds Ultimate expansion. There was a different deal for buying all the other expansions. Lesson learned, always read before you buy. Eventually, I had to buy the Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire expansions. Luckily, there was a deal for both of them. I initially tried farming hero points in Heart of Thorns, but those challenges spawned champions. And as someone who was inept at performing the different combos and just basic actual DPS, these were tough. I discovered in a YouTube video that Path of Fire challenges were just veterans, much easier. All the time I was unlocking these points, I was playing the story. I got up to the Springer mount and finally realized that I don't actually need to play the story. I could just explore, grab the hero points, and dip. That way, if I wanted to go back and play the story in order, I wouldn't be spoiled as much. Finally, after days of running around the entire map, would be easier if I could fly, I unlocked Gravity Well. And did I immediately dominate content? Absolutely not. I watched guys talk about alacrity and boon uptime and had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. But I guess now I could properly learn how to play a support class in Guild Wars 2. So for my brief time coming back to Guild Wars 2, I realized that other MMOs have conditioned me to think that I had to play everything in rigid order to progress. But Guild Wars 2 is very different. You can literally throw yourself into the latest expansion without stepping 1 second into any of the other expansions. You risk spoilers if you care about the story, but if you want gameplay freedom, Guild Wars 2's got you. So that was my chaotic journey back to Guild Wars 2, unlocking Chronomancer and realizing that mounts are awesome cheat codes. Flying mount. And for anyone who I partied with so far in Guild Wars 2, I apologize. And until next time, fellow mages, see you in Tyria, I guess.